Cheers and welcome, my friends. I'm Horadrak and we are playing Europa Universalis IV together with the newest DLC, the Cossacks. We're playing as Russia and we are preparing to march on Bukhara. Now I have 14 more force limit left, and I think we're going to upgrade this army to a real army, this explorer army over here. So, well, let's move it to Surrogate. All these places are Arctic. Well, what does this army consist of? So you have two artillery, 2 cavalry, and 5 infantry. You actually have a cannon. We don't really need a cannon in this army that is basically just designed to keep the natives down. It's way too expensive to do that, so I'm going to take one more infantry out of here. This is fine. 3, 1, 3, 1. Oh, we could even take out the cavalry altogether. Move it over here. Move that over here. Maybe just give them more infantry then. Like that. Yeah, I had to restart because I had some odd graphical glitches. Hope that's going to be okay now. Now move this guy over here. I'm going to move this guy down here because we really want this place. I want to get Voronezh. I'm not going to give it to the Commonwealth. Could fabricate a claim on it. Yeah, why not? I don't care about the aggressive expansion. We have a permanent claim on Astrakhan anyway, so... Although, no, we don't really need it. We're not going to call Commonwealth into this war. So... yeah, well... no, let him do the claim fabrication. I don't care. Might be a good thing. I don't know. Right, you're going over there. Move to the neighboring province. Just bringing our armies to the front. I hope I can pull Persia into the war against Bukhara. I need to build a building here. I think I'm going to build a castle. Although, yeah, it's not really worth it. I'm just going to leave that. Our treasury is growing pretty nicely. And we have a native rising. Oh no. We've 4 regiments in there. Natives over here aren't that plentiful. They're at 1,000, 200, 400. We don't really need 4,000 men to keep the natives down in these provinces. I think we can go with about 2,000. That should be more than enough. I don't think they have firearms and all that stuff. Now we are using a good chunk of our force limit just for these colonies. That's not something I really want. Ooh, we could lose some inflation. Well, we want the church strong. So, and we've been discovered fabricating a claim on Voronezh. Just my luck. So, alright, what do you have? 6, 4, 3, so you need 2 more cannons. 1, 2. And you need a lot more infantry. 6 more infantry, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should bring this guy up to speed. Are you building your cannons in here? Yeah, fine. Then we have 4 armies that we can throw against the Bukharans. What do they have as idea groups? Offensive, influence, economic. They have higher cavalry combat ability and land leader shock. Okay. I guess it's fine. We don't have enough admin power for mass coring these lands. Well, we should wait for the next admin tech level, because that will give us admin efficiency. Nah, we're not going to wait. Okay, natives over there are a bit nicer. I want the rebels. None of those guys are really going to rebel at any point in time. Ah, the Zaporozhians might. Ooh. Raskol, leading Russian church officials, had noticed a number of discrepancies between Russian and Greek sermons, rites and books, and in 1652 Patriarch Nikon convened a synod to study these matters. A second synod was convened in 1666, where a number of reforms were issued to correct this, as well as condemning much of the traditions of the past. This led to a great schism, Raskol, where those who opposed these changes came to be known as Old Believers, or Raskolniki. I could support the old traditions. Ooh, we will gain a lot of patriarchal authority. Lose 1 stability and have some guys rise up. Oh, we're going to support the old reforms. And we're going to go so far as to increase our stability 1 more, so that we are at +3 now. Anhalt has been annexed by the Commonwealth. Yeah, they have done pretty well for themselves, because they have never been attacked by me. It's unusual. Bukhara attacking the next guy. Cannot bring this up. Yeah. Orenburg now has the culture we desire. How are the cultures going? Yeah, we should be able now to culture flip the Crimean stuff. Yes, but we don't have enough power yet. So our reputation is tarnished. Some sort of propaganda text is circulating in the court about how Pavel I is a ruthless powermonger. This might impact our relations with other countries. Meh. Yeah, I want to use the Diplo power to convert these people. Yeah, okay then. Only 1 culture conversion is ongoing. I would like to be able to eat a fair chunk out of Bukhara before they even do anything. Wonder how strong Khorasan is. Or if I have even met them. No, I haven't met them, so they aren't in here. Japan is in there though. They have 40,000 men. Not bad. Commonwealth changed their form of government to a noble republic. Embrace the Counter-Reformation. Oh, so they lost their unique government form, I guess. It looks like it. That's odd, but okay. So these guys have to be merged with that army over there. I think it might take a despotic monarchy, curtail the nobility. Okay. Despotic monarchy. Fine then. Doesn't really concern us. We have a lot of manpower. We have a lot of money. I think we could repay all our loans. We're going to do that. Just so that I don't have a false sense of security. And we have a new heir. Ivan. Yeah, alright. 340. He's not the greatest. A Bardenese Tsar on the throne of Russia. I'll get all these guys together. It's too much unit weight in there. I don't really care. These colonies. Ideally, I would like to wait until these colonies are self-sustaining. But I don't think that's really an option. What are the allies of Bukhara? Golden Horde and Bengal. How's Bengal looking? Do I know them? Do I know about them? No, I don't. What are you doing? What is your thing? Conquer Hejaz. So you're going to go south with your stuff. Not really sure what that is doing with the garrison size, because it doesn't change your level, just puts more men into there. Yeah, we could become Defender of the Faith. I would like to get one more military tech level before I attack them. Just bring up the speed a bit. That way it won't be too boring to wait. Alright then. It's not necessary that these guys die their death. Well, let's bring up the force limit. It's looking good so far. Might even be able to bring this up to a full colony before we attack them. And Bukhara took more land. Those cheeky guys. They're really good at annexing all their neighbors. They have been let loose. They're not being kept in check by other hordes. What's the military tech? 13. Encourage the encomienda system. The matter of the native population is of a key concern to us. We need to ensure that natives under our care are protected from hostile neighbors, properly civilized, and practice the true faith. Our plan is to give our colonists this duty. Each will be given a number of natives to tutor and protect. This is obviously not something people will do for free, so in return the natives will provide a number of days of labor to our colonists. This is an excellent development. There's nothing I can do in here. Tirukan, guys lose 5 aggressiveness and get +1 local goods produced for 10 years. Cool. Great. Is this Tirukan? Yes. So we're producing more fur. That can't hurt. Wavering loyalty of the clergy. Yeah, they're not as glad with us. Ew, we are also not happy. What can we do with you? I cannot call it diet anymore. Clergy is still fine with me though. When will we be able to get the next military tech? 1606, so 2 years. That's quite a bit of time. We have a lot of money. Might just pick that guy over here. We could also take... Yeah, I'm just going to take you. I don't really have tariffs, but I want the +1 diplo power. And over here we could profit from the production efficiency. We're making a fair bit of our income in production. How long would it take now? Didn't really change that too much. Morocco has a civil war. Okay then. A generation of cowards. Many long years of peace have caused a disturbing lack of manly virtues in the common man. This could be disastrous since far too many of our recruits turn out to be cowards. Could purge them. No, we don't want to lose any more discipline. For 10 years. No, purge them. Having a lot of manpower recovery. Sweden is no longer a valid rival. They're just too weak. Fine then. Finally we're getting a good amount of money. I like it. And Commonwealth entered an alliance with the Netherlands. Really? Against Austria, I guess. And Netherlands are having a hard time to keep up their lands. They're pretty scattered. This is one of the games where Austria inherited Burgundy incredibly early. But they got pretty wrecked in the religious wars. And are now not so fit. Yeah, we could support the church authorities. Bring up our patriarchal authority. I guess we're not going to attack the Bucharans in this episode after all. Lots of other stuff to do. Might do some culture conversion though. So these places are ripe for it. You are adjacent. You are adjacent. You are adjacent. The others aren't. So I won't bother with doing that. Are you disloyal? No. Fine. Sweden changed to an absolute monarchy. That means that they get more discipline, which is nice. When would we get that? Level 20. And then we could get a revolution, which would be nice. Yeah, we're going to put a positive spin on our relation with the Commonwealth. I know that we still have claims on their lands and that we should take it. And Sweden has a regency council. Haha. That can be so annoying because you cannot declare war when you have a regency council, so you're stuck doing nothing. Finally, we can go up to the next tech. Going to change our cannons into chambered demi-cannons. We have a lot of stash lying around now. I'm going to bring up our army maintenance. Ooh. This is also going to double. But we have a fair chunk of money lying around. I will consider throwing these guys out if I no longer need them. But for now I think I'll keep them. Because we need all the points that we can get. Yeah, I'll let my armies regain their morale. And I think in the next episode we're going to march against Bukhara as soon as they have been properly retraining and gaining their fighting spirits back. Then we'll finally be able to get rid of this ugly border war with the Golden Horde. Finally. It's really not very pretty. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments. If you want to see more of this series in the future, then please consider subscribing if you aren't already. I hope you join me next time for the attack on Bukhara. It has been long in the making. We're finally going to see it happen. I hope you join me for that. Bye bye.